What's good? It's your boy Kevo back again with another one. Hold on. Simple. DJ Akademiks. He basically about to talk about Boosie and VladTV situation, I guess. About to get tapped in. Y'all make sure to hit the like button for me. Let's get into it. Simple.
All right, here we go. Akademiks, welcome back.
What up, Vlad?
Welcome back. One of my franchise players.
Yo, Vlad, I could tell. Yo, Vlad hit me twice. He didn't get an answer. He hit me a third time. I could say, all right, it looked like Vlad needs me to suit up. I don't know who's missing on the field, but I got to come in here and drop 80. I'm here, Vlad. What's going on? What's going on in the kingdom?
Yeah, well, you know, the Aries Spears stuff is going to drop right around the same time that this is dropping, so we're not going to talk about that because there's an hour of me talking about that. But I think the proper way to start this is the whole Boosie situation, which you jumped into as well, to the point where Boosie even responded to you
Damn, for real?
at one point. What do you think overall of that situation?
I'm not saying, man, I gotta get tapped in. I don't be knowing shit about nothing that's going on in the hip hop world or nothing, bro. That's crazy. I'm gonna try to do better, y'all.
By the way, I love the platform. So you said this before. All of us, like, you know, new media guys, we're all friends. We all trade ideas. We all speak. And I love for each platform, usually they have that one particular show or guest that they have some great synergy with. And when it comes to VladTV, it's obviously Boosie. We love watching Boosie on VladTV. We like Sean Cotton with Charleston White. Wack and Adam, they do a good job.
Yep.
And I enjoy that. Now, I noticed I didn't see Boosie on for a while.
Yeah, about 7 months or so, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that we're usually saying, but what does Boosie think?
Yeah, I didn't see a couple Boosie interviews on Vlad, but yeah, he right. I haven't seen him in a minute on Vlad, because, you know, that shit just pop up. Nah, I just, you know, listen to it. You know, I treat it like a podcast. I might hop in the shower, have it playing on the speaker or something, you feel me? Be cooking or something. Let it, you know what I'm saying? Trying to pass time type shit.
What's going on with Young Thug? What's going on with Gucci? And, you know, me and you spoke, and we spoke privately, and you kind of told me what was going on, but I was just like, you know what? And you know, this been my conversation with you. I said, hey, listen, it's going to work it out. And you know, and I don't know if you'll admit this now that we're on camera, but when you've kind of even given me the situation, I'm like, you know what? You know, Boosie's like, he's such a really good guest for you. I think you guys are so special. This is such a special connection. I get it because I understand like his side of stuff, but I understand your side. Sometimes you have to like take the loss a little bit just to make him feel good, but you got to keep the show going. And it felt like it was, you know, I kept encouraging like, you guys are going to work it out. And you know, I've said that to you. You guys are going to work it out.
Right. And I just want to say that you knew about my situation with me and Boosie.
Yes.
Probably weeks before Boosie, you know, went public with it, but we kept it quiet.
Yes.
When I told you, I said, listen, this is what's happening. Don't say anything.
Yep.
Because it might blow over, but even if it doesn't, that was personal business conversations with me and Boosie, who I still respect, who I still consider a friend. So don't say anything. But, you know, me being friends with you, you knew about it. So it was no shock when it came out.
And I thought it was going to resolve itself. And the moment I seen Boosie make the comment, well, I'm going to do my own interview. Yeah. I was like, all right, well, he's still being...
but he said, not Vlad.
Yes.
He threw my name in it.
But I'm like, you know, he's still being a little bit evasive. And then he finally came out and said, well, I'm not doing Vlad because of $5,000.
Yeah.
And this is where I knew you were put in the ultimate pickle. And that being, the fans don't know what the actual business is behind you working with someone like Boosie. I know.
Wow.
You've told me, hey, listen, I'm paying this guy, paid him $25,000.
Yeah.
That's top dollar for anything.
25 stacks for an interview. Usually, like YouTube videos, they be paying like celebrities like $5,000, $2,500. I heard like Orlando Brown, he did an interview for shit. That nigga did it for like $800 before. $800, sure, but they get like two bands, something like that. So $25,000, that's a big little, sure, that nice little come up.
Whether it's people could get a Boosie verse from what I've heard. I don't want to, mess up his rates. for less than 25,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that too.
So you are doing an interview that's helping to promote him. I've always, me and you have slightly different business models. You will compensate your guest. Me, I'll wait till the guest needs me for the promotion because I look at it as it's like a quid pro quo, as they call it, right? It's like, hey, listen, well, I'm helping promote your product and you are giving me content for my platform. And that's the kind of invisible handshake, even though I know these days it's much more than that. That's why you involve compensation. So when I'm looking at that with Boosie, I'm like, okay, all right, you guys are going to figure it out. And the 25K is a really good figure. Once he says the 5,000, I'm like, what does Vlad do here? And I was surprised, but actually proud of you slightly, because transparency is always the key online. I've always told people, if you want to talk, I could talk about anything. I'm just going to say the things that you probably were thinking I wasn't going to say. Because you're saying, I thought that was private. And you did that. You came out with the facts. Hey, he's getting 25,000. I think the moment fans' ears heard that, they weren't on Boosie's side anymore.
Oh, wow.
Boosie did a really good job of saying 5,000, where people probably thought that maybe he's only getting 5,000 and he wants another 5,000.
Or maybe he's getting 50 and 5,000 is just a little 10% bump. Because because listen, no.
I don't think they thought he was getting 50.
Well,
50,
hold on.
Crazy.
I didn't mention this before, but if you watch the Breakfast Club interview with Boosie, he said, I get 500,000 a year doing VladTV interviews. Remember, I made a little go.
Yeah, he did. He did say that. When was he last on Breakfast Club? I feel like that was last year sometime, but it was recent though. I do simple. I used to let Breakfast Club, they on Netflix now, so they don't post they shit on YouTube no more. I don't think, but hell yeah, I remember that. I remember him saying that though.
Fund me page to make fun of that. I said, yo man, I can't afford to pay Boosie $500,000. I need to go fund me. Some people actually donated. I stopped and gave people their money back. I was trolling. But yeah, he said that he makes $500,000 a year doing interviews with me. So, and I'm thinking that when he's throwing that out, because it's like, well, $500,000 a year is asked for 5,000. That's like 1%. Like, why being so cheap? And everyone's like, yo, man, Vlad pay Boosie's 5,000. You gonna make it back? He's made more than that. Like, people started attacking me over that comment.
But by and large, in part, I'm gonna be honest. People are fucked up out here, man.
Yeah.
I think most of the conversations and comments I saw were people saying, yo, dude, you sit at your house, which you also kind of really accurately painted how much effort he has to put in. You zero. Maybe walk into a room that is at your house. You've set up all the equipment. You've flown thousands of miles. You've brought all the people, and he has to talk to you for 2 hours, and he gets a $25,000 check. And I think people looked at that and said,
2 hours for 25,000, and the cameras they sent somebody out. They set it up. He don't gotta do nothing. He just gotta come in the room, one of his extra rooms type shit, and just sit there and answer questions, talk. So I ain't gonna lie, that was a little bad.
Okay, all right, we get it. You wanted a raise, but it's more to the story because when you first said it was over 5,000, you made it seem as if maybe you weren't being fairly compensated in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people are fucked up out here. 25,000, and
that's a lot.
Another thing, which is not necessarily a gripe at you, because I'm not necessarily in that business, but I've told you this many times, Vlad. I said these problems you're having, you created yourself. You created an infrastructure in a market. A lot of, not only for your own selfish purpose, you wanted to compensate fairly the people that worked with you. But what happened is that then you start a whole market where people start watching other people's paycheck. They start watching your pockets, because when you could pay them 25, they're wondering, people have this saying that if they pay you 25, they're getting 3 times more.
Right.
So now they're watching you.
Yeah.
And that turns into, the moment you said you paid Tekashi 6ix9ine the most ever, everybody probably started to look
Yeah. Boosie probably like, hell nah, nigga. And simple, you already know Boosie look at a nigga like a rat. You done paid this rat more than me? That nigga probably was mad as fuck.
Look around and say, who was the previous guy who got paid the most ever, and what do we think it is?
Yeah, I really feel that the business relationship ended with Boosie being jealous of 6ix9ine's appearance fee, and then Harry Spears got jealous of Boosie's appearance fee. You know,
Domino effect.
It was like a domino effect, but I'm okay with that because I'm down to be transparent.
Bro, people gotta stop pocket watching, bro. Like, that pocket watching shit, bro, it don't matter. So you see Boosie, them niggas millionaire. That nigga a millionaire, bro. He should be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, he probably is. Like, simple. Why are you worried about what somebody else got paid, bro? Like, be for real. Like, if you work in fast food, I'm gonna give y'all the perfect example, bro. Shout out to my Patreon, man. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Just getting posted on the Patreon. Get the exclusive. But, yeah, I worked at, my first job was a fast food job, and I used to suck at it. I was 17. I was a senior in high school. Well, I got the job when I was a junior. Yeah, and then I was a senior in high school, still working there. And long story short, I sucked. In 3 months, this was my first job. In 3 months, I became a team leader. And a nigga that been there way before me, probably like 2 years, 3 years before me, was mad at me because they want to make me a team leader. Obviously they gotta see potential and all that type of shit if they trying to do some type of advancement. But nigga, I started off getting $725. When they made me a team leader, hold on, simple. I got speech impediment, so that shit felt like it was about to be a stutter. I had to lean into. Hey man, I ain't never. Usually when I stutter, I just keep going. I ain't never. Hold on, this is simple. This is exclusive. This being posted on YouTube and shout out to my Patreon. It's getting posted on Patreon as well, man. Simple. So if you watching it from Patreon, what's up with you, man? Simple. You get all my shit in one spot just for you. Hold on. But anyway, yeah. When they gave me the raise, bro, I started getting $7.40. $7.40. You know what I'm saying? I started at 25. So what's that? A motherfucking 20-cent raise, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Is that even 20 cents? Like, I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't know. The nigga was hating. He started acting weird as fuck. And eventually he got fired. But it's just, I don't know, man. That pocket watching shit, bro, is lame to me, bro. Me as a man, I always been the type nigga. I ain't never care about what other nigga got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get what's destined for me. Whatever God got in store for me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that matters is what I got and what I simple. Like, I'm me. I'm Kevo. Like, you feel me? And I feel like that's the realest thing to do. Because when you do that, that's when you start hating. That's when you get jealous. That's when you know what I'm saying? It's like a spirit. It's like an envious spirit. Nigga, like, I don't fuck with them type of spirits. You feel me? Head ass. Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That hating shit is whack. That shit whack as fuck. I feel like it's enough money for everybody out here. And shit, so you gotta salute a nigga grind. You gotta salute a nigga hustle. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And at the end of the day, our shit already set in stone. If you believe whatever you believe, but I believe our life is already set in stone. We just living it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever God got in store for me, it's in store for me. You know what I'm saying? It's already there. I just gotta go get it. Hold on. I just gotta live. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta live. And then also, you gotta be appreciative. You gotta be very, very appreciative, bro, of the shit that you do have. You feel me? That makes sense. You gotta be very, very, very appreciative about what you do have. Stop looking at what you don't got. Stop looking at what the next man got. You have to be appreciative of what you got. And if you got nothing, nigga, you got life. Everybody didn't have to wake up. You feel me? He woke you up. Be appreciative. So that shit get deep, and that's really my mindset on the situation. But I'm just, it just sound like Boosie was pocket watching a little bit. but the 6ix9ine information. I understand. Yeah, you feel like you get more, but nigga, at the end of the day, man, fuck that shit, nigga. If you simple, I wouldn't. If you felt some type of way about it, he probably should never even spoke on it and just moved on, move forward. You feel me? Or played it strategic. No, simple. I'ma just, I ain't gonna. Hey, if this was the Bloom Pop, I'd be trying to pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a little, it's the Everything Kevo Raw / Patreon. You feel me? Yeah, this gonna be posted on Patreon. But this little clip of me talking, if I do my little talk segments, that's going to Patreon. It's simple, exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody ain't gonna watch the whole thing. Everybody ain't gonna. Some people gonna miss this shit. So Patreon, they get. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, I'm trying to do my thing on Patreon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Patreon though, man. It's like building a little community. But yeah, if you still watching, what's up with you, man? We about to finish this right quick. It's only about 5 minutes left.
Parent. And when I'm transparent and when you look at the numbers, and remember when I threw out, I'm like, yo, he gets about 5.5 million views, and this is about how much? Maybe around 35,000, maybe a little more once you cut expenses, but it only is about $10,000 profit margin. Like no one said, oh, Vlad's lying. He's really making 10 times that. You have a whole YouTuber community out there that knows these numbers, including yourself. No one said Vlad's lying. He's really pocketing way more than that. He's being cheap. No one said I was lying. Not a single person. And the thing with Boosie was that, and I don't think I've mentioned this before, when we first started the conversation, the first thing he said was, yo, Vlad, people are DMing me and saying that they're going to cancel their paid subscription if I don't come back on. They're all going to cancel, Vlad. They're canceling their paid subscription. And this is what I mean about making business decisions based on comments or DMs or something your man tells you. Like, you don't base business decisions on there. Because I think in Boosie's head, he's thinking, man, all these people are paying Vlad for paid memberships. For me, they're all there for me. Well, I'm going to start my own Patreon.
Boosie thought it was bigger than the program.
And they're all going to come to me.
Vlad.
Oh, he doing he doing Patreon. Simple. All right, that's what's up. I just got done talking about Patreon. Simple. Nah, that's what's up. I didn't know he was doing the Patreon. I think that's cool. I think that shit's smart too. Vlad can't be mad about it or feel like, you know what I'm saying? Vlad's trying to say some shit like, oh, you gonna start a Patreon, but you ain't gonna make what I make, nigga. Like, not necessarily like that, but on some shit like, you think you about to get all these people? Nigga, only 10% probably about to go over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. That's his 10%. And then everybody know when you starting your own shit, when you trying to build some shit, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna start small, bro. It is what it is. That's just how it be. They're gonna start small and then shit build when niggas catch up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think nothing wrong about that. I don't think Vlad should feel some type of way. Shit, nigga, that's what nigga supposed to do. Start his own shit. You feel me? But I understand they go against his business and kind of hurt his shit a little bit, I guess, if he looking forward to the Boosie shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you can't hate that nigga for that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nigga pockets. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
You've been keeping kid gloves with him, and he's been keeping kid gloves. Because I could tell y'all love each other. Yeah. But still, Boosie thought he was bigger than the program, right? Like, let's be honest. Again, we love Boosie, and that's the thing. Because he even, when he aimed some comments at me, he was like, well, you're Vlad's boy, this and third. I'm like, listen, there's no other way to actually look at this, right? And I tried to look at it another way. Because a lot of times when you deal with people who have helped businesses through its growth, they'll use these non-tangible things to put to a worth. When you come up and you say, hey, listen, you did 4.5 million views. This is what the numbers is. If this is how the percentage is, this is what you get and I get. This is what overhead is to create all this stuff. Mm-hmm. There is no conversation. He won't even talk the numbers. So that's when people use intangibles to actually try to, massage what they actually want. These are the intangibles. Well, I made you cool.
Yeah.
Well, the black community didn't like you. Yeah. I made you. You know how many rappers called me? And when they called me, they were like, wow, you rock with that guy.
Yeah.
And those are like the intangibles where he's saying, for whatever I'm asking you that doesn't make sense on paper, I need to be compensated that way. Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I've always said, listen, I understand those intangibles, but a lot of times people start feeling that they're valued that when their numbers start dipping. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that
Which his numbers did. His numbers have dipped over time. The pandemic, his numbers were crazy. Now the numbers are a fraction of that.
So
that's life.
Like, put it like this, and I made like an analogy, right? You know, I don't know your numbers necessarily. I don't know if it's true, but I said there was probably a time where when Boosie was a regular guest on a particular given month, when he had an interview, maybe his views for that interview constituted about like 30% or maybe 40% of your overall channel views. This is way back, right? I said now, when he does an interview, it's probably 10%, maybe less for that month, because you have grown. The business has grown. You have a lot more known and also frequent guests that also give valuable insight that also do numbers. Maybe not Boosie numbers, but does numbers enough that could sustain. Maybe 2 of those equal a Boosie or 3 of those.
Right.
And what that does is that what Boosie's thinking his value is, your value when you're bringing in 10 million views and the channel does 20 versus you bringing 8 million views and the channel is now doing 60.
Right, but let me just put it in context for you. I mean, we do tens of millions of views every month.
Yeah.
Right? Like we did like close to 400 million views last year.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
very few guests just move the needle completely. Right? They just don't, because you're also looking at an 18-year catalog, and certain videos in that catalog are still getting views. Now, it's not so much...
You're the king of flashbacks too.
Yeah, but the flashbacks don't really do that well.
Man, well, the amount of times I've seen this goddamn Gucci video is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, because
Like,
Gucci's in the... and I've never had a real Gucci interview outside of that one, so that's what I'm going to use. But the thing is that the catalog itself continues to get views, especially like the life story pieces on people, like the evergreen content. Now with Boosie, it's not really evergreen content. It's what are the current events happening right now? When he said, yo, my grandkids aren't going to make any money and you're going to still be making money off my videos. Like, I'm really not. I'm really not. Like,
Bruh.
the videos we do are for the moment. There's a huge jump in the beginning, and then over the next week or two, it kind of goes down close to zero.
Yeah. I think Vlad got some valid points. I understand Boosie. I feel like he going the wrong way about it. Like, if he was going to do his own thing, it should have been off the strength of he just wanting to do his own thing. And I feel like he shouldn't be counting nobody else's pockets. If he not satisfied with the money, then just move on. But you're not satisfied only because you think somebody else getting more, or you feel like simple, like what's up. But I also feel like he should have kept doing the Vlad interviews and still sent niggas to his Patreon. Even if he didn't even advertise the Patreon, like say, hey, he should have been on some shit like Vlad asked him a question. The questions that he don't want to answer, that he not going to answer anyway. Nah, Vlad, that gotta go to the Patreon. That's going to the Patreon, Vlad. Niggas be like, oh shit, we gotta go to the Patreon. Simple. Why he still getting his little 25 down? Simple. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation. It's your boy Kevo, man. I'm going to catch you in the next one, all right? Peace.